to a friend's profile. And we are live on YouTube.
Turn
My
on the recorder.
goodness. That's the easiest it has ever been. And Sienna, you've got it. And John, you'll have it in a minute. Huh. Okay, John, you have it now.
Did you turn on the recorder?
I'm doing that now. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. So we're ready?
That
Hello. I guess.
used to annoy me. Now I'm grateful for it. Okay, so welcome to Any Sunday Songwriters. This was before the pandemic, a bricks and mortar sort of show. And when the pandemic hit, I figured out that we had enough going on online that we could just do it online. And that allowed me to invite people who are not necessarily in or passing through Austin, which makes me very happy indeed, because that means today we have John Mason, who is currently in Dallas, which is about 4 hours north of where I am. So, hi, John.
Hi.
Great. Glad to have you here. And
Glad to be here.
Sienna is somewhere in the Northwest. Sienna Christie. I heard them both on an online show and was awestruck. And I'm so happy that they said yes to this. So thank you for being here. John, why don't you
Yep.
tell us a little about yourself and play us a song?
Okay, I'm a singer-songwriter by night, and I work in an office by day. I've been writing songs for about 25 years. I was a full-time musician back in the 70s. I played in a rock band, and then kind of got discouraged with the lifestyle, and I left it for about almost 30 years before I went back into it again. And moved to Florida, met my wife, moved from Florida, moved to Oklahoma, moved from Oklahoma, moved to Texas. I like it here in Texas, so I'm planning on staying. At this point, I don't think I have any choice, really. Pardon me. Anyway, that's about my whole story. I can get to it. So okay. Am I good to go? Okay, so we'll do this. So I haven't gotten rid of my LA roots yet, though. So I've got some songs that relate to that. This is one of them. This is called Casting Shadows. Got my ticket for an eastbound plane, leaving out of LA in the rain. Said we'd be together in the snow, leave this town forever, I don't know. But if I don't see you there, I'll know that you've moved on. You'll be found somewhere out there casting shadows in the air. Lady stops to fix her golden chain. Children running, trying to catch the rain. Mother holds her baby to the glass. I tell myself those things will never last. Oh, when they don't see me there, I'm just a second look. They're unaware I'm out here casting shadows in the air. Rains on time, I've got to know, will my heart decide where it wants to go? But if you find what you're looking for, you don't look for love outside your door. Turn around when it's too late to stay, just before it's too late to walk away. Gave my ticket to some old street bum and watched the plane take off into the sun. Oh, I watch it disappear, a shimmering silver touch of sheer, out there casting shadows in the air. And if you don't see me there, you'll know that I've moved on. I'll be found somewhere out there casting shadows in the air. I'm out here casting shadows in the air. Thank you.
That was lovely. Sienna, how about you? Tell us a little about yourself and sing us a song.
That was gorgeous. Wow. Thank you,
Thank you.
John. Hi, I'm Sienna Christie. Yeah, so currently I live in the Portland area in Oregon, but I'm thinking about moving. And I just had this conversation with a friend. If someone said, Sienna, you must decide today where you're going to move, I think I would choose Kansas City. It's where I know the most people, and it seems like it has a lot going for it. In fact, I'm going to be there tomorrow. I'm flying there to attend Folk Alliance with my band and play some shows, so I'm really looking forward to it. And I really like traveling, and especially to places that are off the beaten path or places that you wouldn't find like in a tourist manual. I grew up in Los Angeles, but I went to college in Ohio, and as soon as I landed in Ohio, I felt like I was home. And I'm gonna sing a song about that. So this song is called Hinterland. Scarlet cornfield, out the passenger window, endless highway, blood moon hanging low, beginning to think, watching the sinking sun, I'm falling in love with where you're from. Ghostly exit signs, never-ending farms, gaping door frames of long-forsaken barns, beginning to wonder what we might become, falling in love with where you're from. Falling in love with where you're from. I am found, headlights cut through the dark. I am found, black sky and clear-cut stars. No explanation, no way to save me from this feeling deep in my heart. Broken street lamp flickers on our shoes, past the old tavern on Grand River Avenue, beginning to hope we never come undone, falling in love with where you're from. Long talks in late night bars. I am found. Cars rusting in front yards. No explanation. No way to save me from this feeling. This land is broken-hearted, just like me. And if you know the feeling, I think we'll be alright. This land is broken-hearted, just like us, and I'm falling in love. I am found, cold rain and winter snow. I am found, this hinterland is home. No explanation, no way to save me from this feeling deep in my bones. Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Yes, it was very beautiful.
My goodness. Well, I grew up in the Northeast, first in Detroit and then in New York. And if you had asked me at any point in my sojourn there if I was ever going to live in Texas, I would have laughed. But I thought that would be the last thing I would do, but I've been here now since the 70s. Didn't turn out to be the last thing I did. So this is about that. When I left New York City, I thought walls and lights were pretty, and wide open space, well, that was Central Park. And when I pulled into Austin, I thought soon I would be leaving, but a little bit of Texas got stuck here in my heart. The sky's so big it scared me, but the people were so friendly. I kept putting off the date when I would depart for that west horizon, never realizing the longer that I waited, the more leaving would be hard. When I finally hit the road on Highway 10, I said, "So long, Austin, I won't be back again." But I missed Texas every day and every night. I missed Texas, even things I didn't like. I missed Texas and it was tearing me apart, 'cause a little bit of Texas got stuck here in my heart. Who knew? So there I am in LA, and I'm thinking I've got it made. But every now and then my dreams would fall apart, and all the shoulders I could cry on were in some distant time zone. So I could cry all by myself, the breaking of my heart. Ah. Now I smile and shake my head, say, how silly can you get? What could I have been thinking to be wandering that far? And the man who walks beside me, I came back so he could find me. And we're both firmly wed to the heart of the Lone Star. When I finally hit the road on Highway 10, I said, make room, Austin, 'cause I'm coming home again. 'Cause I missed Texas every day and every night. I missed Texas, even things I still don't like. I missed Texas, it was tearing me apart. 'Cause a little bit of Texas got stuck here in my heart. Yes, I missed Texas, and I will never more depart. 'Cause a little bit of Texas, right out of the middle, it's stuck here in my heart. Yeehaw. Thank you. So, we lost Janet. Janet
Right.
was here from Israel. And Andrew, I think, is somewhere in the Midwest. Am I right, Andrew? But
Chicago.
Chicago, yes, that's what I thought. Okay, well, I wasn't willing to be that specific in case I was totally off base, but welcome.
Thanks.
So we're just going to keep going round and round that way for as long as you'll have us. Or 5 o'clock, whichever comes first.
Okay, so I wrote two songs together because the chords were similar, but had different ideas. This actually out of true experience that when I was a musician, I had a bad habit of, put my picks in my pocket, and when I was nervous, I would stick my hand in my pocket and play around with picks. A lot of the clothes that I wore, eventually what happened was the pick would wear a hole in the pocket, and they'd fall out of my pants. I'd be on stage, reaching in my pocket for a pick, and there was not one there. I had forgotten about that, and all of a sudden I remembered that issue and said, well, I've got to write a song about it. So this is called Holes in My Pocket. With holes in my pocket, standing by the door waiting for change. There's a road and I can't stop it. Even if I could, I lack the faith. See, my heart has always been only for you, and the truth is all the same, because it's true that anywhere I am and anything I do it all for you. When the night comes to find me, I stand outside and look up at the stars, and all the light that shines around me knows me for the way you hold my heart. I might have been better off there if I'd stayed away. You know that road is always calling out my name, but anywhere I am and anything I do it all for you. Maybe we could finally find the time to get back to the place where we started. Maybe we could finally find the time my pocket, standing by the door ready to leave. No, the road's not what I wanted. I think it's time to go on home and breathe. Sometimes it takes some time to finally see the truth, that my heart has always been only for you. But anywhere I am, and anything I do it all for you. That anywhere I am, and anything I do it all for you. Do it all for you. Do it all for you. Thank you.
So beautiful. John, I'm gonna have to follow you. I love your music. You're not going to Folk Alliance, are you? Are you going to Folk Alliance? No, you're not. Okay. Well, dang. Hopefully I'll run into you somewhere down along the line. I'll sing a love song, but it's a sad love song. I wrote it pretty recently. It's called Rosebush. This is about a friendship I had that started and ended in 2021. And I'm a perfectionist, and I'm really hard on myself when I don't succeed at something. And so I tried to be this person's friend and did not work out. So I wrote this song to heal myself and to send healing wishes for them too. I've got so much to learn from you. I'm still unpacking how the whole thing went. Trying to grow from the hurt I'm going through. You didn't kill me, but I don't feel stronger yet. Loving you is like trying to hold a rose bush in bare hands. Now I'm bleeding, bleeding. Loving you is a job for someone else with tougher skin. I wish this stinging feeling would end. How to sift through a mix of truth and lies without losing your head. How to feel when you realize it's the good times you want most to forget. Loving you is like trying to hold a rose bush in bare hands. Now I'm bleeding, bleeding. Loving you is a puzzle I will never understand. I wish this lonesome feeling would end. Half wishing you knew how much I cared about you. Half wondering if I do. Cause loving you is like trying to hold a rose bush in bare hands. My arms are weeping, weeping. Loving you is a job for someone else to do. Cause I can't, I pray for healing. I wish this feeling would end. Thank you.
That was lovely. I hope the person took it to heart. Well, I'm going to do a love song too. This worked out a little better than that. In fact, we used it as part of our wedding ceremony. So, and now several other people have as well. So if you know anyone who's having a wedding in the near future or even in the far future, I have a song I can get for you wholesale. I know it isn't easy to smile when nothing goes the way that you planned. But baby, we've got love enough to last quite a while. So if there's rocky roads ahead, we can walk them hand in hand. And for years in the future, I can see us together, and nothing else matters, nothing else will do. How I got on before your love, I haven't a clue. I just want to spend my years in the future with you. I'll admit it's been a roller coaster ride, but the love we share has given me faith. And the joy of riding with you keeps me here by your side. So through all the convolutions, that's where I intend to stay. And for years in the future, I can see us together. Nothing else matters, nothing else will do. How I got on before your love, I haven't a clue. I just want to spend my years in the future with you. Every time I see an old man walking down the street, holding hands with the old woman by his side, I have to stop and smile because they look so sweet. I like to think that one day they will be you and I, because for years in the future I can see us together, and nothing else matters, nothing else will ever do. How I got on before your love, I haven't a clue. I just want to spend my years in the future with you. Thank you. So I should mention, I should mention before we go on that there is a tip jar displayed both on the chat. By the way, there's a whole nother world that goes on there in the chat, so you should be on that planet as well. And also on the Facebook and YouTube pages. So if you are so inclined, and we hope you are, please visit that. It will be split 3 ways at the end of the show, so you don't need to worry about that. John, what have you got for us?
Well, still got some of my California roots to get out of my system here. I'm actually from Oklahoma originally. A little town called Enid, which is about 90 miles north of Oklahoma City. And then I had left there to go to California. I went into the service. I was in the Navy for 4 years. Then when I got out of the Navy, I stayed in California because that's really where I wanted to be in the first place. But when the chance came to come to Texas, I decided that this was a much better place. A lot more people than Enid, trust me. Anyway, so this song is about going from Oklahoma to California back in the 1930s, related to the Dust Bowl days when people packed up their bags and motor cars, covered wagons, not covered wagons, but pretty close to that, and they all moved to California to get away from the Dust Bowl. My grandmother was one of those. My great-grandmother stayed and toughed out the Dust Bowl years on a farm, and my grandmother stayed out there for a while, met my grandfather, and had my father, and then moved back to Oklahoma when things were better. So this song is about the trials and tribulations mentally of leaving your home, which there's nothing left of it, and going to the unknown California. This is called California. See that empty lot? That's where I come from. That's where I learned to walk. That's where I learned to talk. Now it's all gone, covered up in dust. It looks like powdered rust. There's nothing left for us, so I think I'll go to California. They say there's hope for you, where the sun always shines, and I'll live my life in California. Maybe there I'll find love. Sing California, here I come. See that golden gate? That's where I'm gonna be. It shines above the sea, and now it calls to me. Those redwood trees, sequoias way up high, they almost touch the sky, and I swear they'll never die. So I think I'll go California. They say there's hope for you, where the sun always shines. I'll make my life in California. Maybe there I'll find love. Sing California, here I come. Moonlight on ocean night, All the stars are right for moving on. Now it's time, the next page of my life. I'll take one last look before I go to California. They say there's hope here, where the sun always shines. And I'll make my life in California. Maybe there I'll find love. It's in California, here I'll come. Maybe there I'll find love. It's in California, here I'll come. In California. Thank you.
That's just gorgeous.
Wow, you would think I would have a song about California given that I'm from there, but I don't. How sad. Instead, I will sing a song that I have about the Northwest. I wrote this song during quarantine, and I was really, really lonely, so I took a little road trip out into the countryside and just kind of people watched and got a lot of inspiration for this song that way. So that's how the song was born. It's called Dear Northland. Dear Northland, pretty Northland, can I get to know you better? Are you blue like me, and could we be a little less alone together? The strange slumbering towns along your highways gleam with danger, and the call of your winding roads in my heart saying don't be a stranger. Well, I parked beside the cafe sign and I let the wind blow through me, feeling for a moment like a prayer flag, with a faded hope for kinship written into me. I went in and sat at the counter, and a woman brought some coffee. There were roses on the porcelain saucer. It was once her mother's own, that's what she told me. Dear Northland, pretty Northland, can I get to know you better? Are you blue like me, and could we be a little less alone together? The strange slumbering towns along your highways gleam with danger, and the call of your winding roads in my heart saying don't be a stranger. On the porch behind a bar, I heard a group of young men talking, pouring alcohol across their burning sorrows, just as television screens have always taught them. And a stranger saw me listening, and he told me they'd been miners till the antimony mine closed down and became a picture-taking point for hikers. Dear Northland, pretty Northland. Can I get to know you better? Are you blue like me, and could we be a little less alone together? The strange slumbering towns along your highways gleam with danger, and the call of your winding roads in my heart saying don't be a stranger. I was leaning against the hood of my car and the sun was sinking slowly. I was breathing in the smell of water smoke, and in all my life I'd never felt so lonely. But as the sound of country wafted on the wind, somebody with folks over. Been so quiet here since Mama went to heaven. Dear Northland, pretty Northland, can I get to know you better? Are you blue like me, and could we be a little less alone together? The strange slumbering towns along your highways gleam with danger, and the call of your winding roads in my heart saying don't be a stranger. Yeah, the call of your winding roads in my heart saying don't be a stranger. Thank you.
So many beautiful songs. I am, however, having a little bit of a technical difficulty here, so after this song, I'm going to slip away and see if I can find another way to handle this besides the 5 things I've already tried. So, see, what did I decide I was going to do here? Okay, this is one of the reasons that I started this online show was because I was afraid if I didn't have a place to play, I would stop writing. And the net result was that I wrote more during the pandemic than I'd written in the previous 5 years put together, which was interesting and nice. But the things that I used to do to keep myself writing got pronouncedly, if that's a word, more pronounced during the pandemic. I sought out every song challenge I could find. We even did one of these that I'm about to describe. It was something, Pat Pattison, who teaches at Berkeley, comes down to Austin every now and then and teaches a class. And during one of them, he mentioned that one of his students at Berkeley was doing this thing where she was going to write a song every day for 2 weeks. And she was going to put them online every night so that other people could peruse her songs. And not only that, she had bamboozled several people into doing it with her. And all around the room, when he said it, you could see heads go up and people go, you could almost hear them thinking, I want to do that. So we did. But the last 3 days of the 14, I was headed for New York. And I was on a plane with my notebook in front of me, looking at it and thinking, how the hell is this going to work? And all of a sudden, the woman next to me started to talk, and this is what this song is about. They said flying is impossible, and I sure hope, whoops, let me try that again. She says, flying is impossible, and I sure hope she's wrong, 'cause we're on an airplane flying to New York City. And I'm writing this in shorthand so she cannot read this song, all about our conversation while flying to New York City. She says not all that long ago, people walked where they were going. No one thought about flying to New York City. And people didn't move about as if they were leaves blowing in the wind, let alone flying to New York City. I say, I guess that makes this some kind of miracle that we still get on planes. She says yes, 'cause flying is impossible, but it's still possible for us to have faith. The song may seem like fantasy, but what can you expect? After all, we're flying to New York City. And I'm chatting with a stranger I just met, but it's all about miracles and faith and flying. Thank you. And now I'm going to run away briefly, but I can still hear you, so let's just keep going.
Okay. Very nice song. Okay, so quick plug, California and a number of other songs. Probably most of what I'm not going to play today are located on my Reverb Nation page, John Mason Music, and they're out there on Spotify, Amazon, and all the famous outlets. So if you're interested in grabbing it, please do. Selfish plug, right? Anyway, so this song is this is a song for my wife. I have a few of those, but this is the one I like the most. I don't know about her, but I do. So she's just going to have to put up with that. Anyway, when I first met my wife and asked her to, we weren't married, I asked her to marry me, she told me no. And I spent the next 3 years doing whatever I could to convince her to do that. Eventually, she finally said yes. I joke with her about it, that it took her that long to realize what a great guy I was. Anyway, so I wrote this song. This is called "Making Up Your Mind." Say you're looking for the right one, and all your life you've been looking for a sign. Me, I'm looking at the only one that I love, while you're still making up your mind. We were young, we spent all our time together. I always thought I was yours and you were mine. Now we're older and the time has come to choose me. Are you still making up your mind? All your life you knew how much I loved you. I couldn't wait for you to love me back. But now I see that we're just friends for forever. Guess I'll have to realize that we've got that. if you knew how much I loved you, I couldn't wait for you to love me back. But now I see that we're just friends for forever. Guess I'll have to realize that we've got that. Lately you've been looking at me funny. You seem uncomfortable when your eyes meet mine. Today you asked me, do you love me, honey? And you said, I know you've waited all this time, always looking for a sign. So let's leave the mystery behind, 'cause I'm done making up my mind. Thank you.
So beautiful.
Thanks.
Okay, I'll play a song about the love of my life. Um, with whom I was stuck inside during quarantine. We were both teaching music full time, well, close to full time. I mean, how do you even define full time during quarantine? Honestly, like it was weird. It was like extra work, but it was less because we didn't have to commute. Anyway, it was a strange time. But long story short is we were both working from home, and so I wrote this song about being cooped up 24/7 with the love of my life. It's called Desert Island Companion. Someone put this town through the car wash last night. The sunshine off the silver streets burns like soap in our eyes. Day something out of something, still not a soul inside. Hey, can you hold me for a second? Thanks, continue, I'm alright. We always used to wonder whether we'd have killed each other by now. Well, now that we found out, let's find a patch of grass, watch the sun take a bath till it drowns in the ocean's hopeless blue. My desert island companion, my desert island companion, you can have the rest of my sandwich. And hey, I know I've been a handful, but I love you. The smell of onions and cilantro follow our noses. Tacos. If food supplies run out, there's always cannibalism, I suppose. But we've been chewing away at each other enough the past few million years or so. And we always used to wonder what books and music we might bring. Well, I guess it never mattered, so let's find a patch of grass, watch the sun take a bath till it drowns as we sing these lonesome blues. My desert island companion, you're a mirror I never asked for. Sometimes I'd like to smash you into pieces. And I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you.
Oh, I so get that one. So I'm going to do a little catching up, but here's what's happened is nothing has worked. So I've turned off my USB mixer, and I'm going to do this the way Sienna's doing hers, at least when I'm playing guitar. Otherwise, I don't get to play guitar at all. So I'm going to catch up with the last round. This is my LA song. I have to say, when I arrived in LA, well, I came out for a month before that, and it was right around this time of year, and it was gorgeous, kind of like it is in Texas most of the time in the winter. And I thought, well, I could live here. This isn't so bad. Because LA's reputation in Austin is not the best. So I packed up everything and I moved from Austin to LA at the end of February, when the bluebonnets were just starting to poke their heads above the ground. In fact, I was sitting on the plane and I looked out the window and there were bluebonnets on the runway, and it was disconcerting, to say the least. So when I got there, I got off the 101 at around Wilshire or Wilcox, one of those Will streets. And it was 90 degrees, and the air was so thick that you couldn't see the mountains, and they were 10 miles away. And I thought, I may have made a mistake here, but the money's all gone, so oh well. This was written there on one of those nights. When those gray skies seem to be falling in, when the hard times get harder and the good times grow thin, don't let that old rocky road rock you off of your feet. One day you'll be dancing down easy street. You gotta hold on, 'cause one day you'll have it all. If you hold on, one day you'll be dancing down easy street. Too many times your tears rolled by. You've been down so many roads paved with too many lies and promises, dripping cold, honey sweet. One day you'd be dancing down easy street. You just gotta hold on, 'cause one day you'll have it all. If you hold on, one day you'll be dancing down easy street. Somewhere there's rainbows shining in the sky, and those dollar bills, well, they float on down before your eyes, and the last piece of your puzzle will make your life complete. One day you'll be dancing down easy street. So you gotta hold on, 'cause one day you'll have it all. If you hold One day you'll be dancing down Easy Street. Thank you. Yeah, Easy Street turned out to be in Austin. Before we go on, it is time to ask this burning question, which is, John, where will you be playing next and where can people find you online? And you are muted, so unmute
There.
before you answer.
Where will I be playing next? I don't have anything scheduled, actually. I think I'm going to be doing something at Poor David's, but they haven't got a date for it yet. Poor David's Pub in downtown Dallas. I'm waiting for them to give me a date. Other than that, if you want to hear me play, you can find me at Reverb Nation / John Mason Music. Or it may just be John Mason. I think it's John Mason Music. And like I said, most of my stuff is out on Spotify and Amazon. All the big music venues I think that are out there have
Cool.
my stuff.
And Sienna, how about you?
I'm going to be at Folk Alliance playing some private showcases, but I'm also going on tour with my new folk band. We're called the Starlight Darlings, and we're playing a couple shows in the Kansas City area, February 1st at Vivo Live Events in Overland Park, February 5th at the Rhino with Jack Summers, and then let's see if I can remember all of them. We're playing February 7th in Morgantown at the Encore, February 8th at the Shiloh Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And then we're doing a Zoom show, a virtual show, February 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then February 10th, we're playing at Commonplace Coffee in Knoxville, Tennessee. So, and then I'm flying back to the Northwest. But I'm really, really excited for my upcoming tour with the Starlight Darlings. So, and you can find me at www.siennachristie.com. That's Sienna with one N, SIENA, and Christie, CHRISTIE.com. So
Lovely. Okay, well, we'll get to mine later. John?
Yep.
What you got for us?
Oh, I'm also on Facebook. I forgot. Yeah, it's the same thing. John Mason Music. Forget that at times. This is a dance song. Dance tonight. Band begins to play tonight. Music to make you feel alright. Songs to get you on the floor. Make you dance and scream for more, alright. Now why are you still sitting there? Come on girl, let down your hair. Out your belly dress and gone. There's that party song, alright. Get out, get up, get on your feet. How can you feel happy? Come on and dance, it'll be alright. Come on and dance into the night. Come on and dance tonight. Listen to that bass guitar pumping out a big 2/4. I can't sit when I feel happy. Gotta get up and on my feet, alright. Why are you still sitting there? Afraid someone might take your chair. Found a partner, grab a hand. Get on the floor, but you still can, alright. Get out, get up, get on your feet. How can you sit when you feel happy? Come on and dance, it'll be alright. Come on and dance into the night. Come on and dance tonight. Did the music make you anywhere? Some place that you've never been before. Feel that rhythm move you through the air. Everybody get up on the floor, and let's all dance into the night. Underneath some old street light. Rock and roll our blues away. Gonna dance tonight, dance all day, alright. Why are you still sitting there with the sound of music in the air? Clap your hands, sing along. Get up and dance, it can't be wrong, alright. Get out, get up, get on your feet. How can you sit when you feel happy? Come on and dance, it'll be alright. Come on and dance into the night. Come on and dance tonight. Come on and dance when you're feeling low. Come on and dance when the music's slow. Come on and dance, it'll be alright. Come on and dance into the night. Come on and dance tonight. 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 Thank you.
Lovely. Ready.
Wow, what a fun song.
Thanks.
I just wanted to say hello to Myra and Phil, who are watching us on Facebook. They're both in Israel in various places. Phil is in Jerusalem. I'm not sure exactly where Myra is. And Andrew says, Sienna, you should never play poker.
Why?
I'm thinking you don't have a poker face.
Oh, well, I definitely don't.
Yeah, I kind of regard that as a good thing, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I try to be an honest person. I don't like, I
There
feel
you
like
go.
the last time I told like a lie was when I was a really little kid and I didn't do a very good job.
Well, that's a good thing because the earlier you learn this, the better off you are. When you tell a lie, someone always finds out. Always.
Yeah. Well, the bad thing about me is sometimes I'm really blunt. Like sometimes I have trouble hiding my thoughts and feelings. Um, but maybe that's why I'm a songwriter.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, Andrew says your face is very expressive.
Aw, thanks, Andrew.
So, what you got for us?
Well, I was inspired by what John just played. I'm gonna play something kind of upbeat too. I wrote this. I feel like I should probably say my longtime partner, who has been my partner for 12 years, and I are like non-monogamous. So like, uh, so down the years, I've written many love songs about people besides just her, which is nice that I'm allowed to do that. Um, so uh, so when I say I wrote this song about someone very charming, it's not about her. It's about someone I met recently who lives. I'm not gonna say where they live. They haven't heard this song yet. They don't know I like them, and I don't want to freak them out. So this song is called Merry Go Round. Hold on, I need to tune this. Okay, better. Sunrise on horseback around your sister's family farm. Dark, rich, wet earth, it gets in the creases of your palms. Showered off the holidays, now you're back in town. As I watch these scenes you paint spin around and round, I'm dizzy and I like you, that sweet fixation. Your eyes are magnets when I speak. This strange sensation of inflammation in my cheeks, that sparkling laugh when you spill your glass of truth. I'm flying on the wind, you're kicking up. I'm dizzy and I like you. How do you spin me around without even touching me? Somehow just being with you's a ride on a merry-go-round, and I'm going up and back down. I'm dizzy and I like you, 'cause you're a merry-go-round. I'm dizzy and I like you. You're a mix like me of ups and downs and highs and lows. So please tell me more about the frogs you've kissed. I wanna know. Please teach me how to never make you blue. Please walk me home, my knees are weak tonight. I'm dizzy 'cause I like you. How do you spin me around without even touching me? Somehow just being with you's a ride on a merry-go-round, and I'm going up and back down. I'm dizzy and I like you, 'cause you're a merry-go-round. I'm dizzy and I like you. How long has it been? An hour or so? I can't even feel my feet on the floor. So where do you wanna go? How do you spin me around without even touching me? Somehow just being with you's a ride on a merry-go-round, and I'm going up and back down. I'm dizzy and I like you, 'cause you're a merry-go-round. I'm dizzy and I like you. I'm dizzy and I like you. I'm dizzy and I like you. Thank you.
Well, I can't see how she could do anything but love that song. Yeah. Touring. I used to have a love-hate relationship with touring. I loved it. I mean, I liked getting out of Dodge, but there were a lot of times driving through strange territory in the middle of the night, hoping to get to the hotel by, I don't know, 3 a.m. so that I could get at least 5 hours of sleep before I had to move on. I'm not that great a planner, I have to say. But now, I can hardly wait. I'm ready to see sights I've never seen before. Already packed my bags and I'm headed out the door. Ready to feel sunshine and cool mountain breezes, to travel foreign lands or white sand beaches or both. Fly me away. I'm ready to hear songs I've never heard before, with didgeridoos or alpine horns. Revel in the sound that makes me want to dance, and fill my soul with fire and help me take my chance to go. Fly me away, fly me away, fly me away. Take me to a place where everything is new, a place where I can play and stay a while or two. I'm ready. Hey, fly me away. I'm ready to meet friends I've never met before, with unfamiliar smiles and unheard stories, to tell me about their plans and tell me about their dreams, and share a meal or two, and I'll meet their families. Let's go. Fly me away, fly me away, fly me away. Take me to a place where everything is new, a place where I can play and stay a while or two. I'm ready. Hey, fly me away. New flavors, new sounds, new feelings all around. Outward bound, fly me away. Fly me away. Take me to a place where everything is new, a place where I can play and stay a while or two. I'm ready. Hey, fly me away. Fly me away. Fly me away. Thank you. Let's see, where am I going to be next? What are we doing here next? On this show online, thanks, Andy. The next time we get together will be on February 5th. Technology. And it will be Bert Lee and Eileen Kozloff, and I'm really looking forward to that one. Bert is in Brooklyn and Eileen is in Florida, and I'm here in Texas, so we cover half the country. The next live one will be at Kick Butt Coffee here in Austin, and it is not officially booked yet, so I'll have to let you know about that another way. And the other way that you can find out about it is to be on my mailing list. And if you want to do that, just put your name and your email in the chat, and I will make sure you find out everything that's happening. In March, I'll be going to Kansas, but Coffeyville in the south of Kansas, and playing there for a bunch of schools. And then on the 24th, I'll be opening for Beetroot Revival, which I am very excited about. That was rescheduled from January to March 24th. So, and that's at Poor David's Pub. I'm sure there's other stuff coming up, but if you want to know about it, just go look at my website at janseides.com, and it's spelled exactly the way it's spelled right there. So that's all I have to say about that.
Nope. Okay, so this is a song about a topic that I am extremely familiar with. Since growing up in a small town, when I was young, I could ride a bicycle from one end of town to the other end of town in about half an hour. And when you reached the end of town, really all you saw out there were just roads that were blacktop. They were, looked like tar. Pardon me. And as I grew up and grew older, I became very familiar with all those roads. I noticed that when I came to Texas finally, that they've got them here too, especially out in West Texas. And so someone asked me if I'd write a song about West Texas, and it seemed appropriate that I should write something about the roads that I so dearly loved when I was a kid. This is called Blacktop Road. Stars are all around me, stars as far as I can see, shadows in the moonlight, they are my friends. Words don't mean a thing out here, loneliness is just a thing out here. The only thing that I can hear is in my head. I can feel the morning sun heating up the pavement, shadows vanish in the first light. It's gonna be another West Texas day. Ain't nobody out here to tell me where I'm going. I'm on my own on this blacktop road. Every day's the same thing. Every night the wind cries out your name, talks about the life we had, and it's gone. You know I've seen some hard times, God knows I've seen loving eyes, just another heartache everywhere I go. This road, this heartbreak highway, I'm on my own, looking back at 1,000 better days, and life is just a highway, you travel till your dying day, leave your heart and soul on this blacktop road. On this blacktop road, like birds in the
I am so happy the two of you said yes to this.
So are we.
Yeah, absolutely. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
I think I'll play a song about traveling, and it's this was inspired by the small town of Sisters, Oregon. I got there, and I was with some folks, some new friends that I was still getting to know, and I was hit by how much Sisters, the town, reminded me of my mom. So I actually wrote this song about her. Thinking of you, Mom, down here in Sisters. I've never been to such a cowgirl town. I'm staying at the bunkhouse with fellow hipsters. Feel kinda lost here without you around. Would've brought you with me, but I know you're busy tending the yard and coexisting with Dad. But I think you'd love these clumps of towering pine trees, and I must confess I've been missing you bad. Mama, can we get a little time this summer? There's a pretty little town I want to walk around with only you and me. Oh, Mama, we can talk about the past if you wanna, but I don't really feel the need to. I just want to hold your hand when we cross the street. Right after sunset, we walked to the saloon, sat outside, drinking IPAs and wine, except for me. 'Cause I'm still afraid of how love burns up in alcohol, something I don't think I'll ever unsee. Didn't you tell me he drove you through the country, stargazing lovers under cowboy skies? I know I can't bring back what's dead and gone, Mom, but I'd like to put these country stars back in your eyes. Oh, Mama, can we get a little time this summer? There's a pretty little town I want to walk around with only you and me. Oh, Mama, we can talk about the past if you wanna, but I don't really feel the need to. I just want to hold your hand when we cross the street. Looking out the window, down at the shops below. I shouldn't feel so lonesome, but I do. 'Cause I'm thinking about how you gave me the wings I'd need to fly away from you one day. But everywhere I go, you're just a train of thought away. Oh, Mama, can we get a little time this summer? There's a pretty little town I want to walk around with only you and me. Oh, Mama, we can talk about the past if you wanna, but I don't really feel the need to. I just want to hold your hand when we cross the street. Ooh, 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 ooh,
That was gorgeous. I can tell you with 100% certainty that your mother loves that song.
Yeah, she likes it all right.
I bet. This was from a prompt if you had it to do over? Would you? If I had it to do over, a mulligan for all of my mistakes, maybe I would take it slower and think about the reasons I should wait for the other shoe. But then I wouldn't be with you. If I had it to do over, a second chance to turn and walk away from all those careless promises, and all the time my trust was betrayed because I didn't have a clue. But then I wouldn't be with you. I still believe a guardian angel watches over me. So if I had it to do over, an opportunity that few receive, I might be lying here tonight, dreaming dreams that probably would never come true. So I wouldn't follow through, 'cause then I wouldn't be with you. Thank you.
Very nice, Jan.
Thanks. New.
So I think we're coming up on the last one, right?
We've got probably 2 more rounds in us.
I think we do. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. This is for my other half. So far behind, I can barely think about those days. Here you are, shining strong, leads me to the life I need right now. And I can feel your love unfold like a touch and mellow gold when you're calling out my name. Silver lighting across the sky shines upon your eyes when you look my way, when you look my way. Times are rough, life can be so tough, it's hard to keep perspective in its place. Then I look at you and I know you see it too. As long as we're together we'll be okay. And I can feel your love unfold like a touch of mellow gold when you're calling out my name. Silver lighting across the sky shines upon your eyes when you look my way, when you look my way. changed my life before your love was mine. And I'm not thinking about those days. My heart is satisfied in your loving eyes, in your loving eyes, in your loving eyes. Lonely nights I've left so far behind. The days ahead are all I think of now. But here you are, just like a guiding star that leads me to the life I need right now. And I can feel your love unfold like a touch of mellow gold when you're calling out my name. Silver lighting across the sky shines upon your eyes when you look my way. I can feel your love unfold like a touch of mellow gold when you're calling out my name. Silver lighting across the sky shines upon your eyes when you look my way, when you look my way, when you look my way, when you look my way. Thank you.
I bet your other half loves that.
Yeah, she's used to it, you know. She's heard them so
He's
many
used
times.
to it.
No, I don't.
That's
think
so funny.
She gives me a hard time because you know,
Really?
like little mistakes, like at the beginning of the song. I'll hear about that later. You know,
Whoa. Oh,
my
boy.
worst critic. But you're right, the love of my life.
Tell her
Yeah.
the rest of us didn't even notice it.
Oh well.
I mean, yeah. Seriously.
Did I say something?
I'll play another love song. This one's for a friend. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. No, I'll say something more. It's about a friend who has a lot of dogs. You fed me a sandwich from the station in cold morning air. Thin wax paper, I couldn't eat much, 'cause I was looking at you there. Oil leak on the dash, you say it's been like that. This car is dying slow, and it wouldn't make sense to try to revive it, so you're letting it go. I didn't know you could have so many dogs under one roof. When you come in, they come running and jump for joy from seeing you. Then when you go to bed, there's one who paws at your door and cries. She curls up with the next best thing, which is me, but in the morning she waits for you like sunrise. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, I need to watch my heart around you, 'cause I'm starting to see you through your dog's eyes, through your dog's eyes. So I'll stay for another day, and then I'm leaving with the morning light. You lie beside me, our thighs all in a tangle on your sheets. You gently lifted your dog out of the way so we could kiss in peace. Paws paws on your chest, little body like a rag doll in your arms. Oh, oh, I need to watch my heart, 'cause I'm starting to see you through your dog's eyes, through your dog's eyes, and it's starting to scare me, so I'm leaving, 'cause I'm starting to see you through your dog's eyes, through your dog's eyes. So I stayed for another day, and then I left you in the morning light. Maybe I've known you longer than I know, 'cause somehow your dying car and your crying dogs all felt like home. Oh, oh, tonight I'm curled up all alone. Oh, with the next best thing, a picture of you on my phone. Oh, I can't explain why that particular face, those particular bones matter so much to me now. Like I've seen far too much to turn my heart around. And now I'm always gonna see you through your dog's eyes, through your dog's eyes. Never wanted this to happen, but it's too late, it's too late now. Thank you.
Lovely. That was the first song I ever heard you do, and I was entranced. How many people could do that song? How many people would write that song? It was lovely. I'm going to do one from my project. I used to say my latest project, and then I said my most recent project, but it's still ongoing. It was a CD, and after the CD was done, I thought, okay, now what? And then it turned into a book. They're behind me. And then it turned into a book, and the book was done, and it came out. I was quite pleased. And I thought, okay, that's done, now what? And the now what is, I just did my first reading of the musical it turned into. And now I'm busy slicing away scenes and writing new songs and having a wonderful time. The person I'm working with is at the LA Songwriting School, and the class is online. And they're just starting a new one. So if you're interested in writing a musical, you can check out the LA Songwriting School and see if what they're doing appeals to you. It did to me. The person who is running the class is, shall we say, he's very well connected, lots of experience. And when he says something, it's like God is speaking to you. So. And this musical would never have been written without him, so there's that. This is one of the songs from the project. The project is Bible stories you never got to hear because nobody asked them. Jephthah is my father, a soldier and commander. Jephthah was a gambler, and like gamblers everywhere, he'd made a deal with God. Give me this victory, defeat my enemy, that was his prayer. And in return, he offered up the first to meet him at his door, when the goats ran out to greet him as he marched home from his war. I am his daughter, his only daughter. No sisters and no brothers after all this time. I love my father, so I marched out to the gate. I came to celebrate him, but I found him crying 'cause he'd vowed to surrender the first to meet his eyes, and now his only child would be that sacrifice. And I would have no name, 'cause I'd have no life, 'cause I'd never be a mother, I'd be no man's wife, and I'd have no heirs, and he would have the same, but more important, I'd have no name. So the thing is, in that time, for a woman, if she had no husband after she was of marriageable age, and she had no children, she had no role. So what he did was he took her out of everyday life. He didn't kill her, but he might as well have. So I went up to the hills with all the other virgins. We sang laments and dirges and raised up our voices, and the men tell the tale of Jephthah's righteous glory, but they wouldn't have that story if I'd had a choice. And sometimes the women gather to mourn my pain, and they weep for Jephthah's daughter and her forgotten name. Because I had no name, 'cause I had no life, 'cause I never was a mother, I was no man's wife, and I had no heirs, despite my father's fame, and more important, I had no name. I had no heirs, let that be my father's shame, and from that day to this one, I have no name. Thank you. So now we are on our last round.
All right. So this is it's a songwriter song. It's called "Who Will Sing My Song." Hard times down in Mexico, no rain up in Ohio, storms brewing in Key Largo. Who's gonna sing that song? Who will sing my song? I made it down to the Texas coast, met a country girl and we got close, and in her arms my heart was lost. And who's gonna sing her song? Who will sing my song? Held on just as long as I could, but she left like I knew she would, 'cause I was sitting when I should have stood. And who's gonna sing that song? Everybody's got a song to sing, stories about the lives they've lived. Music is the love they give. Who's gonna sing their song? Lord knows I fell off that road to redemption oh so long ago. But will I wander till I'm gray and old? I wanna know who's gonna sing that song. Who will sing my song? Who will sing my song? Who will sing my song? Thank you.
Thank you, John. How about an extra round of applause for John? John Mason. And Sienna?
Gosh, John, your songs are incredibly beautiful. My last song is going to be the shortest song I've ever written. It's called Prologue, in parentheses, Insecure Dandelion Song. It's a song that I wrote to one of my crushes saying, hey, I wrote some songs about you and I hope that's okay. So it's intended as a disclaimer. And I kind of wish I'd written this to give to all of my crushes that I've ever written a song about. Because my goal is never to make someone uncomfortable with writing a song about them. It's more just like, hey, you meant something to me. So yeah, this song is called Prologue. Hi, I hope you don't mind that I've written some things down about you. Hope they're not too intense or too much or too anything. It's just what I do. I hope that they make you feel seen and heard for who you've shown yourself to be. I pray that sharing my truth doesn't hurt, but only reflects back to you the kindness you've shown to me. And I've learned some things about myself as well through turning these seeds into song. So do what you will with these dandelions. They're yours now to cast away or wish upon. Thank you so much for having me. It was really a pleasure to be on the show.
It was my pleasure. Sienna, how about an extra round of applause for her?
Beautiful songs.
Really. So I'd also like to say hello and thank you for coming to Russell and Jody and Carl, who I think has probably gone to set up his own show there at his house concert there in California, and to Sybil, who is in Florida, and Linda Case, who's in Dallas. And really it was Linda and Rob's, I guess you call it an open mic, a song circle where I met both Sienna and John. So thank you very much for that. If you'd like to know more about this show, please put your name and email in the chat or send it to me at jan@janseides.com if you're on the Facebook and you don't want to put it in the comments, and for that, I don't blame you. This one is also new. Let's see. And it's going to be for all of us world-weary folks. Come to the woods with me. Let the trees tell you their secrets. Drink from the river that flows through the forest. Come to the woods with me. Come to the woods with me. Hear the miracle of the bird's song. Let it transport you and wrap you in calm. Come to the woods with me. Forget your future. Forget your machines. Forget your 5-year plan. Just for a moment, remember your dreams and breathe in that sweetness as deep as you can, and come to the woods with me. Find the birthplace of ancient wisdom. Let it restore your sweet optimism. Find your heart, find your soul. Let it make you whole, and come to the woods. Come to the woods. Come to the woods with me. Come to the woods with me. Thank you. Thank you to John Mason. Thank you to Sienna Christie. Thank you for all of your attention, and thanks for being here and listening. I'm so glad you came. If we could all uncloak to say goodbye, that would be great. If you're not a Star Trek fan, that means turn on your video. And I would love to see you back on February 5th. And Sienna would love to see you somewhere in Kansas, and John would love to see you wherever he's going to be.
It's not Kansas anymore.
It's not? Oh no, what is it now?
Isn't that a line from The Wizard of Oz?
It is.
Lovely afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for being here.
Pleasure.
I'm going to stop streaming.